One of the biggest criticisms and also questions we are getting is that you don't offer any solutions. You talk about the black pill but never offer any solution. I get this all the time. What those guys don't get is that there are a lot of different types of solutions, but at the same time, there are none. Both of these statements are true. People always ask, how do you cope with the black pill? Guys, one thing you need to understand is that black pill is not concerned with what it should be. It is concerned with what it is. It is simply the darker shades of the truth. It won't be telling you how to live your life. It won't tell you what the solution is because there is no one single correct answer to that question. Only you can answer that. Oh, you don't offer any solutions. There are a lot of solutions in my videos actually, if you are not a double-digit IQ cretin. If you are capable of reading between the lines, there are a lot of solutions I have suggested over the years. Just because I am not a salesman trying to scam people doesn't mean I've never pointed to possible solutions. There are a lot of ways to go about in life, and there is not a single answer that fits for everybody. People often say, for example, looks maxing. Oh, ITV, why don't you talk about looks maxing more? Because I firmly believe that there is a limit to how much you can improve with soft looks maxing. If you are fat, for example, and have good facial bone structure behind all that fat, yeah, of course, going to gym, losing all that weight is gonna work for you. I've never said if you are 6'4" guy with good bone structure, yes, stay in your room all day long. I have never said that, but you have to acknowledge that soft looks maxing has its limits. And what do I mean by soft looks maxing? Soft looks maxing is improving your looks without resorting to plastic surgeries, which is hard looks maxing. Sometimes there will be a lot of difference that even a single rhinoplasty or hair transplant operation can make. I will make separate videos about looks maxing. But looks maxing is an option for many. But at the same time, it isn't. And I am a firm believer in genetic determinism. Your potential, the limit of your potential is set by your genes. Like how much looks maxing a 5'4" ugly Indian can do in the West.
Excuse me. I'm a fashion portrait photographer. I thought you looked really cool. I was wondering if I could do a free portrait for you.
Oh.
You don't have to. Excuse me, sorry to bother you.
Yeah.
I think you look amazing.
Thank you.
I'm a photographer. Would it be okay if I did a portrait for you? I can show you what it might look like.
Yeah, sure.
I have professional lighting equipment.
Yeah, you are super cute.
Oh, thank you. But if we can go just one block down where it's a little bit quieter, I can do a photo for you that'll be gorgeous. It'll only take a few minutes.
Let's do it. We're gonna kidnap you for drinks. Let's go.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Sorry to bother you.
Yeah.
But your outfit is amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm working today. It's either corporate or kindergarten teacher. Totally couldn't do that.
Well,
Totally.
I can't do it a lot of the time.
No. Yeah. I bet.
I kind of look
Do
at
people say yes?
probably like 80% of the time.
I think it's like kind of exciting.
I think you're a nervous person like me, huh?
Oh yeah, I have like really bad anxiety.
Oh wow.
And then another option, I have mentioned this before as well, money maxing. If you are talented in some lucrative field, you will be doing yourself a disservice if you don't pursue it. I have never said do nothing with your life, make your life even more miserable. But one thing you need to understand with this one is that for some people the juice is just not worth the squeeze. The return on investment is just not there. They don't have the opportunities in life. If you are some 26 years old neat, 0 degrees, and you don't want to mop floors at Burger King, I understand, and I wouldn't hold it against you. This is why you will never see me do need shaming. Yes, you can buy female attention with money, but simply a wage cock job is simply not enough. It is not enough, guys. And this point is how a lot of self-improvement, masculinity, and red pill scammers are so successful today. They offer a shortcut to success and money.
You really think that is gonna impress me?
It should.
Money doesn't fucking impress me.
Well,
I'm
you're
sorry.
lost
It does
in
not
life.
impress me.
Then you're lost in life.
$2,802.
And then you have another group that always blast me for not promoting prostitution or prostitution and escort maxing. Like, there are a lot of arguments about this as well. I understand both sides, really. One side says you are a cock and simp for giving money to females who despise you. And the other side is like, bro, all females are prostitutes. You always pay for it, whether it is direct or indirect. At least I don't have to put up with females bullshit. I understand both sides, really. If prostitution, escort maxing makes you feel good about yourself, if it works for you, more power to you as far as I'm concerned. But some guys find that experience even more miserable and humiliating. They said they have left feeling even more miserable about themselves. So it is not a solution that works for everybody. You ever think of that, brother? And then there's the crowd that reduce the black pill ringer we go through and the problems that we face to prostitution. They are gaslighting us just like normies always have been. Oh, none of these problems exist, bro. If you have $50, just go see a hooker. And then there is Just Be White as a potential solution. If you are white, that is, of course. I have been talking about Just Be White for the longest time. You maximize your chances by making moves on ethnic chicks. Focus on your competitive advantage. I don't even need to go into detail with this one. And then there's location maxing. Moving to a different country where the competition simply not as strong. I have mentioned this as well. You can go to some country where the feminism isn't as rampant as in the West. I know many of you expected me or wanted me to put this as the solution number one. But guys, you gotta be realistic. Yeah, of course, this would be the best solution if it was feasible. Turn that clock back 100 years ago. Yeah, bro, it's not gonna happen. Not in the West. Not in the fucking West. Also, I have got to admit though, even this location maxing advice is getting negatively affected by globalization. So the window of opportunity for this is getting smaller. You gotta act quick. And I know what some of you are gonna say. ITV, I don't know about that, man. Race mixing is wrong, bro. We should stick to our own race, man. Fuck that shit. Your own females rejected you. Why the fuck do you care about white females? You will have plenty of time to contemplate about morals when you are 60 years old. Then you can preach about doing the right thing. If females aren't ashamed of taking advantage of the globalization of the dating market, why the fuck should you? Those females who already have plenty of options where they live aren't ashamed of hopping on Tinder and talk to chats who are on the other side of the world and fly out there to fuck them. If they are not ashamed, why are you? The game is rigged against you already, and you are still trying to handicap yourself even further. Why? You don't get what you deserve in life, or rather, what you think you deserve. You get what you can. Always remember this. But of course, it is not profitable to keep it real. You will see people claiming, oh, I have figured it out, man. Buy my program for $600 and I will tell you my secrets and all the solutions.
The researchers in the study noted that people are often pushed harder by the fantasy of winning big, in much the same way that people are enthralled by the prospect of winning the lottery. Human beings are driven by hope and the knowledge that it's possible to get what we want, even if the odds are stacked against us.
One of the things my experience on YouTube taught me was how desperate some people are to get scammed. They are so ready. They are so fucking ready. So longing for some dream to believe in and chase for. It is so much easier to sell a lie than the darker shades of the truth. There was a post that summarizes this pretty well. My therapist basically told me it is over. At our 5th session together, he told me that being completely alone for more than 2 years is very bad for your mental health. No surprises there. But went on to say that getting to 22, 23 years old and still being a virgin despite deeply desiring a partner will put anyone at a disadvantage in their mid to late 20s, and if you fail in your late 20s, that the damage is essentially permanent. I am turning 32 this year, a kissless, touchless virgin. After talking about everything I have tried over the last decade to escape this hell, he says that I have done everything that I could have, which was nice to hear for once, and that I was understandably battle weary. He said, I can only help you with one of two things. Either I can help you get back out there and keep trying, or I can help you live a life of celibacy. It is up to you. Is this therapy? What a joke. Guys, this is one of the rare cases where the therapist actually keeps it real and gives semi-decent advice. You are 32 years old, kissless virgin. The damage is done. That is keeping it real. That is not bullshitting him. And then he gives him options. He says, if you want to keep coping, I can help you with that. Or we can go the other way and I can help you come to terms with reality. And what is the patient's reaction? He gets mad at him. Oh, is it really worth $400? Guys, this guy paid $400 to be told it is over. Fucking brutal, man. Beyond fucking brutal. If the doctor bullshitted him, oh bro, man peak at their 50s, bro. Your best years lie ahead of you. Woman finds 60 years old man hotter anyway, bro. He would have given him another 400. Now he won't see that doctor again. This is the way it is, man. If this doctor wanna stay in business, he gotta learn the ropes and learn them quick. Because the reality is not what these people wanna hear. And definitely what they are paying for. You are just gonna tell him as the doctor, oh bro, man peak at their 60s, bro. You just need to take these meds and go put yourself out there, brother. Now he's hooked on antidepressants for life. He will have to come back to you to keep getting those antidepressants. Hey man, it is sad, but that is the way the cookie crumbles, man, in today's society. It's just the way it is. You know, sweet lies sell, not the uncomfortable truth. So, to conclude this video, guys, I don't believe there's a one-size-fits-all answer to what is the solution question. It depends on the person, really. In order to give proper advice, I would need to know the person, his life circumstances and conditions. But yeah, don't be a free agent in life. Let the black pill guide you.
All right, mate. So listen, if you want to get your approach handled, if you want to get your attraction handled, if you want to get how to have the most beautiful conversation handled, how to text her out handled, how to date handled, then you better come out here so we can teach your ass.